They move the ball. They will get open looks against a really good North Carolina defense, but you got to move the ball against Courtney Baghart's team.
Yeah, Courtney, in her 5th season in charge of North Carolina, got them to the NCAA tournament again last year, where they lost in the 2nd round to Ohio State, and we are underway in Charlotte again. Even though we're a couple of hours away from Chapel Hill, North Carolina designated as the away team. They're wearing their familiar Carolina blue, and it didn't take long to get the 3 up.
Lexi Keys is one of their designated shooters. She's got the assignment early on Deja Kelly, who is North Carolina's top scorer.
And then the 3 put up by Lexi Donarski, so a pair of Lexis getting the shot. Both of them are transfers as we take a look at the Oklahoma starting lineup. And boy, they are not wasting any time getting up shots. Van gets the offensive board and puts it in.
Efficiency is how I would describe Jenny Baranchek's team on the offensive end. They have great spacing in their offense.
Take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Novant Help. Ustby, we've already talked about. Donarski, the Iowa State transfer, and Maria Gakdang, who ACC fans will remember from her time at Boston College, joined also by Paulina Harris.
So you saw the last possession, Pam. Oklahoma brings a double inside to Gakdang. That's a good way to guard her, right? Because you got to force North Carolina to score on the perimeter.
And there's one of my favorite players out there, Nevaeh Tot, listed at 5'3", and her mother, the incomparable Helen Darling.
That's why you like her. Come on, tell the truth.
Ustby using her offhand for her first basket, coming off a 23-point game against Western Carolina. And this is going to be a track meet.
Strong and very athletic.
Deja Kelly called for the foul. Gets 3rd of the nation in fast break points. Paris inside, a little bit of a bump, nothing called. Ustby rescues. And
Donarski is too good outside the arc. She's North Carolina's best 3-point threat.
Grad student out of Iowa State who had quite a summer to get into North Carolina and play basketball. Finished by Verhulst, who is a Louisville.
She's suffering any ill effects there. With the ball in her hand, she is fast.
List for the Lieberman Award, 2-time All-ACC performer, playing in her 100th. Another 3-point shot. That one's well off the mark. Rebound taken down by Paris.
I love North Carolina picking up full court. Courtney Baghart trying to change the rhythm of the game early on as her team is struggling a little bit offensively, except for when you get the ball to her.
Good option to get it into Ustby, the senior out of Rochester, Minnesota. First team All-Conference last year. And has the option of coming back next season. Kelly to Paris, working against the shorter Tot, and here's Tot in the open court. One of triplets for Helen Darling. Ustby working under the basket, couldn't get it to go. Aubrey Jones also in the game for Oklahoma. There she is with the basketball at Iowa State transfer, and then that was just rejected. Coming to you from Charlotte Spectrum Center, where the Hornets play. It's a nice building.
It's a beautiful North Carolina football team playing. It's going to be
second personal foul. Culleton, a sophomore from Overland Park, Kansas. Line change, plus the D-men are coming out. Baghart.
You know, that's funny that it's against North Carolina, because I remember as Ustby scores the clock.
Van with the miss. Gakdang able to come up with the rebound. Kelly slashing into the lane and scores.
She is a downhill driver, and both her baskets have been in transition because Oklahoma didn't stop the ball.
Oh, that's a really quick. She was an ACC all-freshman performer when she played for Jeff Walls at Louisville. Came here to Oklahoma, getting more playing time. And then an offensive foul to come to North Carolina by Courtney Baghart, and turned her down initially. Went to Boston College for a couple of years, an Atlanta, Maryland native. Eventually ended up with Coach Baghart.
He said the same thing about India Navarre as well, who went to Stanford and then transferred to North Carolina.
Came in second, but eventually became #1.
Yeah, coming in second out of the portal isn't so length and rebounded. He did play 17 minutes in that first game.
Had a career-high 10 rebounds when they're just a convincing yes.
They have not played an easy schedule, though. So, you know, North Carolina missed free throws late and got the offensive rebound, which they're very good at. You've got to box out North Carolina. Going to have to rotate multiple defenders on Deja. And force her to make that play right there. Tots ball pressure forces a turnover.
And then the perfect pass, but great trail.
3-on-3.
3x3, I think, maybe in the Olympics. That's what the cool kids say.
Yeah, 3v3 would be soccer.
Okay. But either way, she's a very talented freshman. Contact drawn.
Especially to their backcourt.
McPherson and Deja Kelly both out today.
It comes with a plan, right? They're pushing the pace. They're doubling the post. I think when you get players to play hard and you move the ball, it's a recipe for success in the women's game, for sure.
Kelly in the top 20 in the nation as far as getting to the free throw line.
Era, she has over 350,000 Instagram followers, over 700,000 followers on TikToks, and she's used some of her brand deals to get back to her teammates. Last year in a Beats by Dre deal, she gave all of her teammates new headphones.
Look at that, right in the pocket, and you're late on the closeout. Terrific job. You watch Williams, the more you're going to like her. Because you like those players that play with big heart with extra effort.
Absolutely. It's a 9-1 run that finally is silenced. Kelly gets the first field goal in quite a while now for North Carolina.
If you were going to put Deja Kelly's shot chart together, that's where she scores. Middle third, elbow to elbow, pull-up jump shot, or all the way to the rim.
She doesn't take a lot of threes and has struggled from distance so far this year. Nobody there but Key to get the rebound as the first quarter comes to a close.
They had a chance to meet Jordan Brand and Nike designers, a lot of professionals in the field, learn the basics of apparel design, and also create their own original designs that are on the T-shirts in the arena today.
And you're doing some incredible work, man. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Back to you all.
Thank you very much, Myron.
I love that part of the initiative of this event is to involve the community. And thank you for Aaron and his nonprofit for all that they do for those
4 teams, second of a 3-year commitment. Kelly gets the rebound off the top miss.
When you talk to Danny Morrison, he calls it clean, classy, uncluttered, and special. And that's the way the athletes feel about it.
Started, only 3 Tar Heels have scored. Ustby, Donarski, and Kelly. They have kept Oklahoma from hitting threes, just 1 of 6 from distance. Usually that is their bread and butter. Make it 1 of 8 now. Update that. They usually hit 9 on average, do the Sooners. Kelly settles things down.
Here comes a high ball screen. Now Zalea is the one post player that pops.
Kelly, just a little bit of space. All she needs, though. On the wrong end of an 8-0 run. Turn around, in and out, rebound. And whenever Coach Banghart talks about her, she breaks into a huge smile. Came out not highly regarded as a freshman and has kind of played with a chip on her shoulder. Oklahoma has not scored in this quarter. Drought going back to the first.
Zelaya has only played in 7 of their 11 games, but she has 3 baskets, and they're all threes. And she's getting extended.
Rena Scott breaks the OU dry spell with her first shot. Rena and Paulina Paris, the respective number 2s. Ustby has half of North Carolina's points and barreling in and drawing the...
Well, Ustby has a lot of versatility off the court as well. Plays piano.
Fine, I'm putting my money on her, right? Pat McAfee and Kirk Herbstreit can...
Holding Oklahoma just 3 points so far in this quarter off the rim. And OU looking to run. This is what they like to do. Scott couldn't hold on to it cleanly. Turn around and got it.
But right here, she's not afraid to initiate contact. She definitely takes an extra step.
Kelly, that little fadeaway, impossible. Scott took it away. Another three put up on this side. And the follow, good work.
Points again.
Absolutely. Tot with the miss. Oklahoma has missed 10 of their 11 three-point shots. Madison Square Garden at 7 Eastern. Then North Carolina in 7th-ranked Oklahoma right here in Charlotte. The reason why Carolina is trailing in this game, albeit only by 3. Oklahoma just shooting 35% from the floor after they got off to a fast start. Tot with a nice look.
Below the level of the screen, and then comes off the screen with a change of pace.
Did she do it again? I mean, yep, that combination, Tot. 4 turnovers in less than 3 minutes, during which time no field goals until quiet night so far. Got around Kelly, left it well short. Ustby comes away with the board, her 4th of the night. She going to go coast to coast? Nope, cut off. Gets the shot up anyway. And then Donarski.
Well, North Carolina is guarding Aubrey Jones very well because she's a 45% three-point shooter, so they're running her off the three-point line and make her dribble into her shots. She is the best three-point shooter by percentage and makes for Oklahoma.
Yeah, she's getting shut out so far, the second leading scorer on the season. Deja Kelly back at the free throw line.
And so they're winning in other ways.
9-2 coverage tips at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, right here on ES. That game, Puerto Rico with her Michigan Wolverines. Nice recovery. Scott was able to shovel it over to Johnson, who has 6 quick points in this quarter.
Wow, you got to get on a straight line drive.
Kelly with that basket. Offensive board by Navarre, who is a North Carolina native. And Deja Kelly, maybe the only evidence that she's under the weather. She's not been good at the free throw line. The rest of the team has missed 9 of their 11 shots combined. Boy, Oklahoma, they're not lighting it up either. Ustby sets the screen. Kelly with a clear shot after Scott hit the deck. And now OU can hold it for the final shot of the half. Calling for it on the opposite block. Zavia gets the rebound. And North Carolina held Oklahoma to only 13 points in that second quarter. Let's see what the coaches have in mind. For more, let's go over to Myron Metcalf.
Yeah, North Carolina's coach Bangard said what we all saw. It was the turnovers. She said, we're playing good enough. We're not playing well enough. She said, we take care of the turnovers. Things will turn around for us. And Coach Baranchek said, we've got to have better ball movement.
Good job. But, however, that is the 3rd foul on Maria Gakdang, who only played
8 minutes.
8 minutes in the first half because she picked up 2, and the offense seemed to not skip a beat.
Well, she clogs it up a little bit, and they were double teaming her. So without her on the floor, it opened up Ustby and Deja Kelly to drive.
And combined, Ustby and Deja, 12 of 18 for 67%. The rest of the team in the first half, just 2 of 11 for 18%. But Ustby really asserting herself, especially in that second quarter. And 3 off the mark. Ustby everywhere. It seems like there's 3 Ustbys. That goes in for Paris.
Well, she has an incredible will to rebound, and she crashes every time.
Are great rebounders born or made?
Made.
And a lot of it is self-made,
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. It's a desire to go get the basketball.
Ustby certainly has that. Carolina up by 3. Gakdang gets her first points. Interesting that Coach Banghart decided to keep her in playing with those 3 personal fouls. Carolina has extended its lead to 5, its largest of the evening. The 3-ball has not been falling for the Sooners. Van has spent a lot of time on the floor. Oklahoma, they shoot about 33% and hit 9 per game, 1 of 16 now.
Well, if you believe in the percentages, you got to believe that they just need to break the seal on the hoop.
1 for 16, by the way, 6%. Harris driving and finishing.
There's a trust, but you also got to know your player, whether they're fatigued, what the opponent might do. Has anybody attacked her on the defensive end? They have not. And you can't turn the switch off for her. She's going to the glass.
Right. Ustby plays only one way. Kelly drives, nails the 18 in the first half, which is what she needed to get to that mark. Wow, 13 straight misses for OU.
Van 3 for 10. And Jones hasn't been able to get going either because of the way they shoot the 3 on most nights. They're really not out.
Alyssa Ustby started the game, but had 18 points in the first half, 2 so far here in the third quarter. And finally, Oklahoma. Donarski with the nice dribble penetration.
I'll tell you what, she has been a terrific portal pickup for North Carolina.
Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year a couple of years ago. All defensive last year. Kind of an Ashley Jones, more of a facilitator there, and Coach Banghart talked about how she wanted her to look for her shot more. Not demur too much or defer too much. Shot clock winding down. A chance for Verhulst, and she just got it in. Verhulst into double figures. Oh boy, and that's...
Skylar Van cannot commit that foul.
No, she cannot. 5th team foul, so as you mentioned, it sends Zelaya to the line, where she is 2 for 4 this season. So 3.1 seconds left to go. Tot to Jones, quick release. And just off the...
No, she obviously, and then the triplets, and she got drafted in the W, and then she had the babies, and then she came back and played.
And then look at Nevaeh.
And her 2 brothers.
And her 2 brothers who also play college basketball. But boy, Helen Darling was just a terrific player for Penn State. And as you mentioned, she had triplets and then came back and played in the NBA. Oklahoma is not shooting the ball well, Deb Antonelli.
So they got to find other ways, and they're not getting to the free throw line either. So maybe they need to get a little bit more ball reversal and get North Carolina a half a pass late on a closeout and drive them.
Oklahoma, 1 of 22 from 3-point range. Donarski, Keys, little step back. Underneath, and a foul drawn. Poole now has 4 personal. She heads to the bench.
Oklahoma needs to find a way to generate more possessions, right? They just... That would be one way if they could get that rebound.
Usually scoring in transition is one of their...
And Sedona Prince at 6'7", I think is one of the best bigs in the country.
Yeah, he's got a couple of really key transfers at TCU, and Big 12 will have a much different look next year with Oklahoma and Texas.
There's going to be a lump of coal in her stocking. I mean, she just is not in the mood right now. And she's an 81% free throw shooter. They haven't been able to...
That's overall just in the second half before they take a Christmas break as Kelly heads to the free throw line.
There's not much of a takeaway for Oklahoma from this. Now, North Carolina, I think they followed a plan. They had a scout. They did a good job.
And still missing Kayla McPherson. Deja Kelly, as Ustby just committed 12 now on ESPN Plus. Over 275 basketball games. Worth the price of admission. Baylor, TCU, exciting times in the Big 12 this year.
And then don't discount Iowa State. Bill Finley's got a couple of good-looking freshmen, and Audie Crooks is going to be a tough check.
Just 6 points and did not score. Check that, 7 points. Her only score in the second half was a free throw. She did come up with shooting because they're hanging on to this 14-point lead.
Oklahoma shot it. If they hit a couple of threes in a row, they can put some game pressure on North Carolina.
North Carolina will be off until New Year's Eve when they play Clemson. Opening things up in the ACC. Amari Robinson, right? Player of the week.
Oh, yeah. Amari Robinson can ball.
Harris, off class. Good finish.
That's the first possession, or one of only a few in the second half that you've seen ball movement, from Oklahoma.
We're approaching midnight here on the East Coast. Kelly hanging on. Will they get a shot off in time? They do, but Paris.
Or do that.
He's just playing ball.
I like her parent.
Number 2 for top. Harris pushing it up a little bit. Kelly, the veteran, slows things down.
Deja Kelly needs to be careful with that off arm. She's been slapping away a lot of Oklahoma's hands as the refs are like, no, there's no foul there.
Donarski front rims it. Ustby picks up another rebound.
Smart play right there by Paris not to shoot it.
Yep. Ustby kicked it out right away.
Run some clock.
Good clock awareness. Ustby with 13 rebounds to go along with 15 points. 3 blocks. Another night at the office for Ustby. Gakdang. With the shot clock expiring.
The night that Jenny Baranchak expected from her team. An important win on the resume, though, for North Carolina moving forward.
A big one for them. Verhulst, another whistle.
And for Courtney Banghart, it's an important win because I think Oklahoma's going to be a threat in the...
Sits down. Van now at the free throw line. But what a night. 26% from the floor for Oklahoma, including an astonishing 1 of 26 from 3. They hit their first 3 and then missed 25 in a row. As they fall 61 to 52, North Carolina goes to 8-4 on the season.